on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder getting set to match up with the New Orleans Pelicans. Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's been waiting a long time for that one to... go down.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Anthony Davis, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Has a look, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Westbrook to George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Steven Adams with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Ferguson slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Holiday. Down to Randall. No good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Ferguson to Westbrook. 24-second violation.
Oklahoma City.
Holiday controls the basketball. 5-point game. OKC ball. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen. They go down low to Randall. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Westbrook with it. Up 5. From long range, his first effort off the mark. The drive, right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Westbrook across the timeline. Up by 3. To Paul George. Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Frank Jackson against the former MVP. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. To Westbrook. Adams. Westbrook. And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Pelicans have the basketball. To Stanley Johnson. To Davis. Down low. Anthony Davis. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
George to Adams. With a drop step. And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. Clark with it. Down 6. Patrick Patterson. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
With a drop step. Here's Davis. Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Schroeder with the basketball. 14-10 the score. To George. Ferguson. Down low, Noel. With a drop step. Clark able to pull in the rebound. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. The Thunder with the lead. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
To Stanley Johnson. Jeremy Grant sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
It's George for 2. Paul George. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. It's PG for 2. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Paul George. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Holiday controls the basketball. Down 3. And the finish. Slam dunk.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
The Thunder have the possession. PG lets it fly. Paul George, 4 out of 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Drew Holiday, picked up by Schroeder. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Here's Schroeder with it. Leads 3. Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Holiday. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
New Orleans going to take it up. And a throwdown.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Westbrook with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Adams. Knocked loose. Adams. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to George. Beyond the arc for 3. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Holiday. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Westbrook tosses, flushes down the slam.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Pelicans basketball. Frank Jackson guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Davis. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Westbrook into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Anthony Davis swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Anthony Davis, 3 for 6 now.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Westbrook into the front court. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. And it's Randall there to take down the rebound. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. It's Pelicans ball. To Julius Randle. surveys the floor. And the Thunder with the rebound. Ferguson to Adams. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Davis. For three. Yes.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Westbrook.
Green light.
George. And it's Davis for the rebound. Drew Holiday against Westbrook. Drew Holiday. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Holiday. Down to Randall. To Davis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's George with the rebound. Westbrook with it. His guys down three. Adams. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Over to the right side. Anthony Davis. With that, he's 5 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Davis. Offensive rebound. Gets it in the left corner. Holiday. And the rebound taken in by George. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys find him. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
George to Adams. George lets it fly. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Oklahoma City's got it. And the finish at the rim. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Westbrook. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Holiday at possession. Our score all even in this third quarter. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Anthony Davis. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Westbrook gets it in the right corner. To Westbrook. OKC now with 4 to shoot. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Drew Holiday against Westbrook. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good. To Paul George. Has a chance. Offensive board to Westbrook. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he hits the 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with the three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
The follow won't go either. To Westbrook. Goes to the right side. Paul George to Westbrook from long range. Not getting the bounce. Holiday. And stuffs it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. Thunder with the lead. It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start the 4th quarter, and a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
And I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Anthony Davis sends it away. Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down. Schroeder to George. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oklahoma City ball. Schroeder to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Now 3 for 9.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Fires the 3, and the rebound taken by Grant. Westbrook with the basketball. Up 5. To Adams. Oh, he had him there for a second. George to Westbrook. Baseline drive. Short jumper misses. Frank Jackson against Schroeder. Here comes the screen. To Davis. Steven Adams able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Drew Holiday picked up by Patrick Patterson. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. Randall. Oh, looks like everyone's getting into the action.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
And Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide-open three.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's Russ at the controls. Deep right corner to Adams. Finishing inside the paint on that one. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook to Adams. Driving right to the basket. Oh, I thought that was a dunk. Easy.
Not too many times you see a poster for the defender, but that was brilliant.
Paul George fires. Add 2 points to the board.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
The Pelicans will take the timeout. That's going to be their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts the rest of the game. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Beyond the arc for three. And Drew Holiday, good on the quick release.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Oh, he had it. Ferguson to Westbrook. To Paul George. Westbrook to George. For three. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To Stanley Johnson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Westbrook. Short jumper stays out. And two for AD. Deep three at the buzzer. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one by 3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. It's NBA action. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans, tonight it's the New Orleans Pelicans getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. To Westbrook. To Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Drew Holiday, guarded by Terrence Ferguson. From long range. And the rebound taken in by Adams. Westbrook across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. And he drains it.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Good. Off a spin.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
The drive right to the basket. Drew Holiday missed his first. That one goes.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul George to Westbrook. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Tough make through traffic.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Westbrook to George. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Shot from in close, no good. George. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Paul George. Knocks it down from mid-range.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Westbrook into the front court. The score 10-8. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Westbrook. Lobs it up. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball. But good anticipation by the defense. Oklahoma City ball. It's Westbrook. Not that time. Holiday controls the basketball. His team on top by 8. Beyond the arc for 3. Johnson. To Holiday. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive. Holiday in possession. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So we're through one here at Smoothie King Center with the Pelicans on top. Jay and I return with more from the Big Easy after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Remember, fans, if our team reaches 100 points and wins,
It's Pelicans ball.
gets free pizza.
To Davis. For 3. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Schroeder with the basketball. Down 12. To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Tons of contact. Throws it down.
Hey, look, lesson learned. If there's a lot of contact on that and the ref didn't call, maybe the defense should get a little bit more physical next time down the court.
To Holiday. They'll get it down to Davis. Frank Jackson picked up by Patrick Patterson. Flushes down the slam. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Paul George fires. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Wide open look won't go. to Stanley Johnson. The Thunder have the possession. Pass to the rim. Paul George. To Schroeder. Johnson. Oh, emphatic slam.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, New Orleans.
Westbrook. Has a look. And he buries it.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
New Orleans going to take it up. Drew Holiday against the former MVP.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Holiday. Steven Adams able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 3 for 7. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Elfrid Payton picked up by Ferguson. Randall to Holiday. Fires the three. And Adams able to clear the board. George. Trying to cash in. George with a shot, no good. Holiday controls the basketball. His team leads it by 10. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Davis.
Into the game for Oklahoma City, number 9, Jeremy Grant.
To Holiday. Davis. Holiday. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
In the second quarter.
To Davis. Holiday. To Davis. From the outside, no good. Westbrook with it. They find themselves down 10. Knocked loose. Plenty of contact. The shot, no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end.
Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down. Ed, when you coming to my town?
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Pelicans own a sizable lead. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Up 5 seconds. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway.
Defense.
Westbrook.
Defense, let's go.
And the rebound gathered in by Davis. To Payton. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Offensive board to Payton. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Anthony Davis with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Holiday. There's the toss. Holiday in possession. They lead it by 14. Strong finish for Paul George.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Ferguson to Adams. You've got to get that one to go. Davis. Good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Westbrook. To Adams. Won't go down. He had it. Westbrook into the front court. Trailing by 14. Ferguson to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Straight on look. Lets it fly from long range. No good. Payton into the front court. His guys leading by 14. To Davis. To Payton. Over to the right side. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
OKC ball. The drive by Westbrook, but a shot stays out. Anthony Davis sizing up Jeremy Grant. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Team foul number 2.
Jeremy Grant, a couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Subbing in for the Thunder.
Holiday controls the basketball. He'll run the offense.
2 minutes.
Nothing going here on that drive. Drew Holiday against Westbrook. Can't connect from in close. Westbrook with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Anthony Davis swats it. And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the New Orleans Pelicans.
To Stanley Johnson.
13, Chuck Diallo.
To Julius Randle. The shot almost. He throws it down.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Has a chance. Drew Holiday. Now 4 for 9.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Another chance. Slams it home on the putback. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The assist from number 11, Drew Holiday.
Paul George. He can't get past the defender. Here comes the screen. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Holiday at possession. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Pelicans so far. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through 3 quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical, and sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Holiday, Drew Holiday. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some big traps, some big schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Adams to Schroeder. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Shot by Holiday. No good. George to Schroeder. Here's a chance from long range. Dennis Schroeder, tough make there. Can't fault the defender on that one.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Holiday from long range. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Oklahoma City's got it. Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for the Pelicans, number 23, Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finish that.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the...
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Holiday in possession. It's a 9-point lead. To Julius Randle. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Russ at the controls. Anthony Davis pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Holiday. Not that time. Westbrook across the timeline. His guy's down 11. Won't go. Holiday. He was 0 for 6 to start. Let's see if that 3 turns things around.
Well, there's this old saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is why you've been practicing in the offseason so hard. You never let one miss deter you from taking the next.
A lot of contact. No whistle to Holiday. Beyond the arc for 3, and it's rebounded by Adams. Ferguson to Westbrook. For 3, not getting the bounce. Short jumper off the mark.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Davis, and finishes strong. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Pelicans have the basketball. Drew Holiday, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Holiday to Payton. Down to 5 on the 24. Holiday to Julius Randle. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The Pelicans will take the timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.